afternoon, students. In the previous classes, we have discussed about the introduction of gymnosperms, and we have also discussed in brief about the general characteristics of gymnosperms. In today's class, we will discuss about the classification of gymnosperms. If you look at the classification of gymnosperms, there are several classification systems. Many scientists, botanists, they have given their own system of classification. Like Bentham, he has given his own system of classification, and he has divided gymnosperms into Coniferopsida, Neotopsida and Cycadopsida. Similarly, Chamberlain, he has also divided the gymnosperms, and he has given his own system of classification. And several other scientists who has given their own system of classification. But for our syllabus, we study the classification system given by K.R. Sporne. K.R. Sporne is a botanist. He has classified gymnosperms into three classes. Sporne has classified gymnosperms into three classes. The first one is Cycadopsida, the second one is Coniferopsida and Neotopsida. He has divided gymnosperms into these three classes. If you look at Cycadopsida, he has divided the class Cycadopsida into four orders. First one, This class Cycadopsida, it is again divided into four orders. First one is Gymnosperms, next Benedictines, Pentoxylales and Cycadales. These are the four orders which comes under Cycadopsida. Similarly, the class Coniferopsida, it also consists of four orders. First one, Chordales, next Coniferans, third one, Ginkgoales, fourth one, Taxales. The class Coniferopsida, it is again divided into four classes, four orders. Order Chordales, Coniferals, Ginkgoales and Taxales. Similarly, Nitopsida is also divided into only one order, that is Nitales. The class Nitopsida, it consists of only one order, that is Nitales. So this is about the basic structure of classification system of Gymnosperms given by sperm. So let us see one by one. First, the class Cycadopsida. Under this class Cycadopsida, I told you there are four orders. Among these four orders, first three, Gymnosperms, Benedictines, Pentoxylales, these three are considered as the extinct Cycadopsida members. Means the gymnosperm plants which belongs to these three orders, they become extinct. Living forms are not present. They do not have any living forms. All the gymnospermic plants which belongs to these three orders, they became extinct, and they were present in Carboniferous era. That is about 250 to 60 million years ago. In Carboniferous era, these three orders were present, but today you will not find the living forms of these three orders. All of these become extinct. The fourth one, Cycadales. This is the only living order under Cycadopsida, which means to say the members of Cycadales, they are still living. The first order, if you take the first order, Gymnosperms, it's also known as this order Gymnosperms, it is also known as Cycadophilicales, or commonly they are known as seed ferns, or they are also known as cycad ferns. The order Gymnosperms, they are commonly known as Cycadophilicales or seed ferns. Why they are called as seed ferns? Actually, these two are different. Either seed will be present or either it should be ferns. Usually in case of ferns, they are nothing but it is the common name for pteridophytes. In case of pteridophytes, what happens? You will not find seeds. But why these Pteridosperms of Cycadophilicales, they are commonly called as seed ferns. Means this Cycadophilicales, they bear characters of both Gymnosperms and Pteridophytes. For example, the plant body here is sporophytic in nature and it bears most of the characteristics of Gymnosperms. Like the plant is a tree and it bears male cone and female cone, but in case of female reproductive structures, these female reproductive structures, they are developed on the dorsal side of the leaf like this. On the dorsal side of the leaf, these female reproductive structures are developed in case of Cycadophilicales, and this character it is only seen in case of Pteridophytes. Under the leaf, you find the reproductive structures. This character you find in Pteridophytes, but it is also present in case of Cycadophilicales. That's why they are commonly known as seed ferns or Cycadophilicales. Actually, this order Cycads, it comes under Gymnosperms. Filicales, it's an order which is present in Pteridophytes. So all the Pteridosperms member, they became extinct. So one of the best example for this Cycadophilicales or Pteridosperms is Lycanopteris. 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 This gymnosperm plant, it belongs to the order Pteridospermales. Why they are called as Pteridospermales or seed ferns means they bear the character of both Gymnosperms and Pteridophytes. Next, coming to the order Benetitales. This order Benetitales, it is also known as Cycadioideales. The order Benetitales, they are also known as Cycadioideales, and these are also extinct. The living forms of this order, they are not present. They are extinct. These Benetitales or Cycadioideales, they show characters exactly similar to that of Cycadales member. Next, coming to the order Pentoxylales. These Pentoxylales order, the plant belongs to this order, they are also extinct. And this order, the plants, the Gymnosperms which comes under this Pentoxylales, they were first discovered, or this order was first given by an Indian scientist Birbal Sahni. This Pentoxylales order was first found out by this Indian scientist, Professor Birbal Sahni, and he is regarded as the father of Indian paleobotany. Paleobotany means is nothing but it is a branch of botany which deals with the study of fossils. So Birbal Sahni is regarded as the father of Indian paleobotany, and he was the first one who has discovered this order Pentoxylales. And these Pentoxylales, they are also extinct. They are present in Carboniferous era, that is 250 to 200 years back. And the best example for this order is Pentoxylon. Pentoxylon. Next, coming to the important order under Cycadopsida, that is Cycadales. These Cycadales, these are the only living forms in the class Cycadopsida. All three of the orders, the plants which belong to remaining three of the orders, they are extinct, and in only Cycadales order you will find living forms. If you look at the characteristics of these Cycadales, One of the important characteristics is the plant is or the tree, it is unbranched. You will not find any branching in case of Cycadopsida members. Even in case of cycadales, the trees or the stem is unbranched, and the stem bears usually compound leaves. Compound leaves are present, or they are present in the form of crown at the top of the stem. The best example for this is cycas and even Zambia. So this is about the order Cycadopsida. Next, if you look at the class Coniferopsida, it is again divided into 4 orders: Chordatales, Coniferals, Ginkgoales and Taxates. Among these 3 orders, Coniferals, Ginkgoales and Taxates, they are having living forms, and the plants which belongs to the order Chordatales, they are extinct. This class Coniferopsida, why it is known as Coniferopsida means, here the plants or the trees, the part which is above the stem or the leaf bearing part, it is having a cone shaped structure. The leaf bearing part is cone shaped. That's why these plants belong to the class Coniferopsida. If you look at the Chordatales, I told you all the plants which comes under this Chordatales order, they are extinct. Most of them, they were small trees and they bear cone shaped structure which is present above the stem or the leaf bearing structure. The best example for this is Chordates. Coming to the next order, that is Coniferals. These Coniferals consist of highest number of Gymnosperm plants. Most of the Gymnosperm plants which are living today, most of them, around 65 to 75% of them, they belong to the order Coniferals. I told you the tree will have a cone shaped structure, that's why they are classified under Coniferals. And another important thing is that these Coniferals, they are branched in nature, and most of the conifers, they are xerophytic in nature. Most of them, they either live in cold mountain regions or they are living in desert regions wherein the water scarcity is very high. So that's why they are known as xerophytes. Coniferals, most of the plants are xerophytic in nature. The best example for this is Pinus. Pinus, it belongs to Coniferals. Next, coming to the order Ginkgoales. This Ginkgoales, it bears or it consists of only one living gymnosperm, that is Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba is the only living gymnosperm which comes under this order Ginkgoales. All other gymnosperms which belongs to this order, they became extinct. Only this Ginkgo biloba is the only living form which is which comes under this order. So that's why it is also known as living fossil. Living fossil. Next, coming to the order taxons. This taxons, this order comes under conifer option. The plant, it shows a cone-like appearance. Usually in case of taxons, you will find again the branched stem, and usually you will find small trees. Taxons, they are having tree forms, and usually you will find small trees. The best example for this taxons is taxus. Taxus is a genus, or it's a plant which comes under the order taxons. Next, moving to the class Neotopsida, and under this class Neotopsida there is only one order, that is Nettles. If you look at the characteristics of this Neotopsida, these Neotopsida, the plants which belongs to the class Neotopsida, they are considered as highly advanced gymnosperms. Highly advanced gymnosperms. Why they are highly advanced means, while explaining the general characters I have explained. In case of these gymnosperms, if you consider xylem and phloem vascular tissues, I told you in case of gymnospermic plants, you will find only, and you will find both xylem and phloem. But in case of xylem vessels, they are absent, and in case of phloem, companion cells are absent. All other components of xylem and phloem are present except vessels and companion cells. But if you consider the class Neotopsida, the plants which comes under this class Neotopsida, they bear in this order, they both consist of vessel in xylem and companion cells in case of phloem. But in all other gymnosperms, they both are absent. But vessels are present in xylem and companion cells are present in phloem. And another important thing is, the plants which belong to this class Neotopsida, they show most of the advanced characters which are present in angiosperms. For example, if you look at the leaves of these plants, they are, if you look at the arrangement of leaves, they show opposite phyllotaxy. Opposite phyllotaxy means, if you consider this as the stem, one leaf arrays like this, exactly opposite to other, exactly opposite to this, the second leaf will arise. So they show opposite phyllotaxy. And if you look at the leaves, venation of leaves, that is the arrangement of veins inside these leaves, it shows reticulate venation. This reticulate venation, it is present mainly in dicots of angiosperms. It is one of the characteristic features of dicotyledons in case of angiosperms. Reticulate means the veins are arranged in the network form. So these leaves which are present in the class Neotopsida, they bear this reticulate venation, which is one of the advanced characters. And even if you look at the stem, if you look at the anatomy of this stem, they show anomalous secondary growth, which is one of the characteristic features in case of angiosperms. Only in gymnosperms you will find only secondary growth. Secondary growth occur in almost all the gymnosperm like cycas, spinous and all. But the anomalous secondary growth is present in some of the members of this Neotopsida. So all these characters helps us to understand that this class Neotopsida or the gymnosperms which belong to this class Neotopsida, they are considered as highly advanced. This Neotopsida, I told you, it consists of only one order, that is Nettles. Under this order, there are three families. One is Nettaceae, Velvetiaceae, and Aphrodisiaceae. Order Nettles, it consists of three families. Nettaceae, best example for this, the best example of gymnosperm which comes under family Nettaceae is Netta. Next, Velvetiaceae, example is Velvetia, and Aphrodisiaceae, the example is Aphrodisia. These are the three families which comes under order Nettles. So this is about the classification system of gymnosperms which is given by K.R. Spark. He has classified the gymnosperms into three classes: Cycadopsida, Coniferopsida and Neotopsida. The class Cycadopsida is again divided into four orders: Pseudospermates, Benedictales, Pentoxylales and Cycadales. Class Coniferopsida is divided into again four orders: Cardioids, Coniferals, Incoels and Taxates. And class Neotopsida consists of only one order, that is Nettles. That order Nettles it consists of three families: Nettaceae, Velvetiaceae and Aphrodisiaceae. So this is about the classification system. So in the next class